Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordempt. We are back for some more Tyranny. We are currently at the top of Mountain Spire, but this is the one that I don't want. This is the one for... Wait, am I on the Mountain Spire or the Sunset Spire? Now I'm confused. It says Mountain Spire, Vindrian's Well, but this is a library. So it's it's not correct. Yeah, I'm over here. I want to go to the Mountain Spire because I want to see if I can get some trainers for my friends Barik and Verse as well. To see if I can level them up a little bit. So if we go to our Spire menu here, we will find... Let me see. So parry and dodge, I want that. This one also has one-handed, which I also want. One-handed, two-handed, dodge and not parry. Unique items, one-handed... Oh, there you go. One-handed, two-handed, dual-wield, parry and dodge. We are 2 out of 6. Yeah, I'm gonna buy this one here. I don't know why it's so much cheaper than the other ones. I think I have to go down and back up, right? So if I do this... what I am wondering is, since there are multiple trainers that train the same thing, I wonder if some of them can train to higher levels than the other ones. I do wonder about that. There's a lady, okay. And let's see, on Verse, I was considering at some point also perhaps respecking her. Mostly because... Mostly because I intend to use dodge for everything she does, because she has nimble, and then she has evasive, nimble 2, and then she also has... What is it, man? Ah, there you go. Yeah, evasive. When superior to parry, she can use dodge to avoid incoming melee attacks. So I'm kind of interested in going this route. So I only want to give her dodge, basically. Does this matter? I don't think it does. Okay, so train. It's not very expensive yet, which makes me happy. It's kind of expensive. You have 15 ranks to level up. Or sorry, that you can use here. I think I'll do like... maybe 55 here, 50 here, and everything else over there. Level up. 13. Like this. And then everything else goes into parry. And now for Verse. Verse needs dodge and dual wield, I would imagine. Level up. Okay.
My armor feels lighter.
So we do it like this. And now this guy... Let me see. You have 14, 14, 14, 13. Let's get some more might. Just have everything rounded up to 14 here. Just because. And in terms of talents... So I have these two. This requires 6 talents to go this way. But do I even need to go this? Ooh, taunting enemies nearby. I like that. I like it a lot. I like the shields here. 5%, kind of low. So over here I have 5 talents already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When Barik is in the party, everybody gains more experience on that front. Or just reduce the resolve of everybody. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for trying to reach engagement attack 2 before going deeper here. And for that, what do I want? Fierce demeanor? Or do I want legs of iron? I don't like being immobilized, but I like everything else. I'll go for this one. I think this might be a little bit weird to use, and I like using this stance, not this one. Okay. And in terms of verse, I guess I'm gonna just go up to 19 here because we're basically 1 away from it. But I need more might for sure as well, because her damage is very low right now. Her damage is very low. Yeah, actually, I'll just give her some might right now. Yeah, I'll do that. And in terms of talents, I had 5 points over here. That's quite good. But I think I'm gonna start working my way for this here. Yeah, let's go for Nimble right now. Okay, this does seem like a little bit of a mess. I think if I were to respec or do it all over again, I would do this differently. I would probably focus on one side and then the other, not mix and match. But I think for right now, we'll go with what we have here. Okay, so let us rest to get the bonuses from resting on the spire. I want to tell these guys to create more items for me. Not you. Damn it, I have to go back here and back out again. Because on the library, I do need to actually request the items to be forged. Yeah, we do. So let's try. Oh, I know I don't even have artifacts over here now. Let's go for items then. Okay, that's fine. And now we want to go there. Yes. Okay, so let's leave. And let's make our way. Yeah, it teleports automatically. Good. Make our way to Sentinel Stand. Let's not get ambushed, please. Ah, come on, man. Encounter in the Blade Grave. To the billowing dirt and rust kicked up by the Edict of Storms, you make out the shifting silhouettes of a small group ahead of you. Appearing lightly armed and armored, the group pulls 2 carts in their wake. They haven't noticed you through the maelstrom. Allow them to pass by without making your presence known. They might be merchants, so hail them. Hail is saying hello, right? It's not attacking them. Wary of your presence, travelers halt when you hail them and await your approach. Their emaciated faces make it clear that hunger has left them weak. One step forward to explain that they're scavenging from Old Stalwart, hoping... One steps forward to explain that they're scavenging from Old Stalwart, hoping to trade their haul in exchange for food for their families. A glance at their goods reveals that they're carrying remnants of bronze and iron arms, likely scrounged from the Blade Grave. The leader of the group, head bowed deeply in deference, asks if they may pass. They're suffering. I'll guide them. The party has received Iron Ingot, and we gained favor with the Unbroken. That's new. Okay. Escort the travelers, you lead them through the ragged wastes to the Blade Grave's broken border. They thank you profusely for their assistance, swearing to spread word of your fairness to others in Stalwart. Their leader shows their appreciation with a few pieces of scrap before the group continues their march away from the Edict of Storms. We actually got 2 Iron Ingots. Nice. Okay, let's... Oh! Missive. Good. My dear Fatebinder, it's a poorly kept secret that Bledenmark's job is more about killing threats before they become a problem. Official executions are really the minority of his duties. As I understand it, Kairos has long used Bledenmark as a preventative measure. Since he can move about the world rather freely and he can evade all but the most absurd powers, he's the perfect predator to send against wild talents. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to fight him at some point. I'm sure few in the tiers have ever actively wondered why there have been seemingly so few Archons born this far west. I'm sure folks with the potential to be Archons have occurred in the tiers time and time again, but they're usually cut down by Mark before the world hears of them. It's likely safe to assume Bledenmark has his eye on you and has orders to use his own judgment as to when to strike. I've known the old man for ages and I'd strongly encourage you not to try to appeal to him with overt displays of loyalty. He has no stomach for sycophants. I sincerely believe he thinks every human being is a selfish, twisted knave, and there are those who are lying about it and those who accept what they are. No third type exists. So yes, I do think Bledenmark will one day have to come for you. As I said, you could always hide or end your life now, but where you're headed, conflict is likely inevitable. Okay. Ask about the Archons and how they've risen to power. I appreciate the insight and honored by your vote of confidence. Your missive made mention of Graven Ash and how you've known him since before he wore the title of Archon of War. Can you tell me more of what you observed of his rise to power? If I am indeed an Archon, it's safe to say I wasn't born knowing what I can or can't do, and it stands to reason I might learn something from the stories of the other Archons. Okay. Send it. And let's explore. So what we want to do here is to kill Stratus Herodin. I'm gonna try and see if there is an alternative solution to this.
They won't see me.
That does not involve killing, but we'll see. Again, I am in stealth mode to scout for hidden stuff. The area seems to be semi-large. It is, I think, a main quest, so I expect this to...
I see that Kairos' wrath still tears at the great fortress of Sentinel Stand.
A somewhat large area. Edict of Storms, that's less accuracy and less range damage. Bronze ingot.
No
I
can
need
do.
money. Is what I really need. Do you want this? +6 armor pen. Over the dagger, but lose 19 accuracy. Let's try it. Let's try it. Just because armor pen has been a problem for a long time now, I want to see if changing my weapons does something good or not. A lot of resources.
Won't happen.
Rativek.
Negative, Fatebinder.
The moat that once encircled Sentinel Stand has long since succumbed to the harsh environment. Standing water and patches of moist dirt are all that remain. I am going to do a quick save here in case this turns out to be a fight. You are disfavored. I should be okay then. Heavy armor. +8 crush and frost. The scout straightens as you approach, squinting through the harsh wind. Are you the support that Ash sent out? Yes, I am Tudon's Fatebinder. Glad to hear it. You can never be too careful out here. I'm half blind from this storm and you agents of the court don't always stand out. No offense. We have been patrolling the outer walls, but there's no sign of the enemy. Either they know not to come here, or they're better at hiding than I credited. Damn rebels shift about like the winds, they do. Have you run into any Unbroken recently? More than a fortnight ago, but she dashed off right quick before we could knock arrows. They're a cautious lot, but cunning. Not even Kairos could have expected them to use the storm to their advantage. Can we enter the fortress? In these winds, I wouldn't venture to try if I had 1,000 shields to guard me. Come take a look and you'll understand. Okay, I will in a second. Let me just see what else is over here.
Won't happen. You see what I see?
Okay, that's good. Scroll and Bloodstone. Sentinel Stand Keep was once a proud imposing structure, now it stands as a mere shadow of its former glory. Oh, I haven't been here yet. Oh, I have to go through... Okay, wait.
Won't happen.
Okay, let's leave stealth, let's just run. Okay, I cannot go up there from here. But I think I can go up from the right side, right? I just went oh, no, I cannot. Never mind. This is blocked off.
Won't happen.
So I imagine we have to go like that.
I cannot. I cannot.
Ah, God, the map is so confusing.
I'll be your shadow.
Negative, Fatebinder.
Hidden item, come on. Nope. There he is. Is he alone? Nothing has changed. This is the very storm that shattered the Unbroken and disfavored alike. Thank you for bringing me here, Fatebinder. Barik regards the wind wall and the massive tornado around the inner keep, which is but a distant outline. Because, yeah, he did request us to come with us. Stratus Herodin, the last stalwart regent, cowers behind the walls of his castle, and we won't be able to reach him through this storm. This place brings back unpleasant memories. Tell me about the regents. They were bureaucrats and diplomats, all drunk on their own self-importance. Stratus Herodin never impressed me, but the people of Stalwart revered the man. Cowardice must run in the regent bloodline. When the edict struck, Stratus hid in this castle and watched his country fall to pieces. An honorable man would have died for his people. The storm didn't leave much behind. A year of brutal weather can do that. Kairos' Edict of Storms devastated the once mighty realm of Stalwart, all but wiping it from the map. There isn't much left of the old country save for the Unbroken and their stubborn pride. Okay, so we know this, but that's us anyway. You were here during the war? Regrettably, General Zotter and members of her cohort were captured in the second year of the war. By the third, we had tracked it to Sentinel Stand. We knew that the edict was coming, but thought it worth the risks. The battle dragged on longer than it should have, and we got caught in the storm. He sighs and a cascade of sand escapes his shoulder joints. That was the day I woke up encased in this be-damned rust bucket, and why this place brings to mind unfinished business. Because, yeah, we can also rescue Raven Ash's daughter here, assuming she's alive. I'm only interested in one thing: how do we get inside? Couldn't say. The powers fighting over this realm must have some notion, otherwise they wouldn't squabble for control over this blasted wasteland. We should track down someone with answers. Oh god, hear that? We're not alone. Taking a step forward, Verse draws her weapon and scans the surroundings. You catch an odd sound in the wind, a low moan hidden with a cacophony of swirling dirt and metal debris. The clouds of dust seem to close in upon you. Within them, you see patches of glowing red. God. Oh, it's the Bane, I'm guessing. But we have red and blue. Are the blue friends? Nope, not friends. Wisps. And Scourge. Elemental strength, immune to fire. Much more frost damage taken, and I'm guessing this one is... Okay. Okay, so... Again, I don't like being ambushed in these games, man. No chance to pre-buff. So what do I do here? I'm kind of afraid that these guys being incorporeal, if they are immune to being taunted or not. I guess we're gonna have to find out. So you go over there, you go over there, Barek comes forward. Maybe you can help me? But I doubt it. And you stand behind Barek to help.
It's a battle!
Okay, he is helping. Yeah, the Bane. I figured as much. Let us do the Iron Tolling then. Let's shoot fire on the fire vulnerable guy. Yeah, so fire on the blue, cold on the red. Okay. And you are going to buff us up. Can I buff my friend as well? I don't know. They don't seem to deal a lot of damage. They are taunted. This guy might go down, but we'll see. So you have buffed us up. They should take regular damage from lightning. And this way I can also help my friend over there. And I wish I had my Icicle Storm here. Let's go for a Rime Oh, they're too far away. Come on. Rime Spike over here. Eternal Flame over there. Okay, that's very decent damage. Let's focus on this guy over here. I'm pretty sure they cannot be prone, but I will try. Wait, we're frightened? Okay, we're learning. Scourge grazes Barek. Hits Barek. Frightened. But they frighten in AoE. This should only be a will defense score lowering. I don't think I'm disabled. I shouldn't be at least. Just actually focus here then. You two are occupied. Jolt over there.
Not a problem, boss.
Oh no, she's not moving at all. Dude. Okay, so wait. Frighten is a lot more powerful than I thought. Oh, okay. Got it. It's for a short duration. It's for a short while. Okay. Okay, got it. That lightning there did basically nothing. Which was really strange. But okay. Let's Rime Spike over here. Let's have you buff my comrades.
You got it.
I leveled up. Very decent damage. 75. Okay. What happened? Oh, there. Okay. The blue guy is over here. Let's toss out a fireball towards the blue guy. Or do I... Wait, how much damage did the Wisp take? He took fire damage also. Oh, right. This... Okay, never mind. It chooses the best... the best damage possible. Well, fireball then. Stunned, sundered. Immune to prone, expected. Good fireball, kill them both. Let's now aim over here. Rhyme Spike on the red guy. You are still alive. Let's do a giant boulder. Let's first mark them with Withering Cloud.
I'll take that.
You guys should be fine, right? I don't need to worry about you. Actually, heal yourselves just for leveling up your stuff.
You got it.
The damage. Go hit this guy.
Nice.
Okay, I think I missed that guy, but that's fine. Go for the boulder. Smack and smack. Or actually, buff and buff. Yeah, this is an easy fight. Let's just make use of our. Let's level up our things here.
I'm on it.
Stab. Good job. Guidance over there. Why not?
I'm on it.
It's decent damage. Just leveling up my stuff. Don't mind me.
I will aid you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That one fucking hurt.
This stupid Frighten is annoying. What are you doing? Dervish. You little bitch.
You got it.
Okay, dead. Aim there. Rhyme Spike should kill. Or actually, again, let's try and level up our stuff here. Do that.
I'll take care of it.
Leveling up our things. Stunned, dazed. Flesh to stone.
I'm on it.
I'll just take off slow mode, there's no point. Petrified and marked. Mirror images, does it matter? I don't think it does. Let's just kill him. This should be sufficient.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
Okay, so Bane enemies do not seem to be that tough, at least not these ones here. The Bane are gone, their natural cries silenced, leaving only the tornado's violence in your ears. As the dust clouds recede, you spot a crouched figure on the wall above. Oh,
Fatebite, look there, atop the walls. We aren't alone.
we aren't alone. Oh! Unbroken, Janus. Okay, so I'm kind of halfway in the episode, so might as well do this now. I have 19. I can't even go higher on will. I thought I could. Oh no, I need 2 points, I think, for me to go higher than this. Let's keep going for accuracy. And do I have something obvious here? Not really. I think I had something in leadership. Yeah, more spells. I need more spells. So, the party gains 2 additional quick item slots and consumables used while in combat are 50% more effective. I like that. Adds a marking effect. Don't need it, I have the spells. Or the party... Oops. Gains 1 additional weapon set and switch weapons in combat with a lower recovery penalty. I don't even tend to switch my weapons that often, so I'm gonna go for this one, the Bandolier. Make my way towards getting extra spells. Okay. Let's quick save. And let's enter stealth here.
On the lookout.
because I don't know what to expect from that guy,
Let's
and I
begin.
want to search this area here first as well.
I cannot.
Secret? There's a chest, so maybe it has something. Nope. God damn you. Okay. So we met these people outside on the ambush thingy. And we helped them. There's a well. Scroll and hide. It's almost like the edict tracking them here. Damn creepers. Okay, we cannot stealth past. Janus. A soldier kneels behind the ruined parapets. You can tell by his raiment, old stalwart gear, that he's an unbroken soldier. He peers at you with a mixture of caution and curiosity. You handle the Bane well enough, but what brings you to this forsaken place? He pauses as recognition dawns on his eyes. You don't look like a typical rank and file of Kairos' army, but you are no son of Stalwart either. He squints at your raiment and takes your measure. No, you're the Fatebinder who broke past the Vendrian Guard. I think you'll find yonder wind wall a tougher nut to crack than the Apex Citadel, he chuckles. I am here to end the Edict of Storms. I don't want to say I'm gonna kill the guy. Is that how it works? Kairos casts an edict and sends lackeys to the cleanup effort. In that case, I'm glad we're still independent of your imperial dogs. Enjoy while it lasts. When the region is under our control, you'll be breaking your back digging mass graves. I'll be watching. That's verse. I suggest you make like a storm and blow, because you're not getting inside this fortress. When you report back to your master, tell him that first Scout Janus sent you off with your tail tucked between your cheeks. Okay. Perseverance open the Sunset Spire, it'll crack Stalwart's little wind wall. What did Broken Hate stray the Serdin? What can you tell me of the regions? Do you know anything about Raven Ash's daughter Emilia? What do you know about the Edict? What are the Bane doing here and how can I get inside? Why he would help me I have no idea, but I'll try. So first one, do you know anything about Raven Ash's daughter Emilia? Sorry, I didn't catch that. I'm not too good with names and your voice isn't carrying over the winds. He flashes you a wide knowing grin. Impertinent scum! Climb over that wall and let me beat the truth out of you. What did let's start with this one. What can you tell me of the Regents? The Regents were our royal family. They governed Old Stalwart, protected our borders, and rallied our armies when in need. Kairos' butchers left but one Regent standing, and he's as useless as a mustache on a mallet. Okay. Okay. What did the Unbroken Hate say to Seradin? He's a spineless old man who hides behind his soldiers and doesn't possess any of the values he hammers into others. Oh, sorry, I was talking about Raven Ash. Janus flashes you a crude sign with his fingers. Barek? Yep. Would that I had the strength to tear down this wall and kill him myself. Heredit is a relic of the past and we're looking to the future. We don't have any hope of squirming out from under Kairos' thumb, while the old regent enjoys his twilight years, sipping dusty wine and hiding from the war. So they don't like him that much either. What do you know about the Edict of Storms? The storm will continue for as long as Sardis Heredin lives. I wager that we're both keen on stopping the old coward's heart, though I'll do everything in my power to make sure that you never get any closer to Sentinel Stand than this. What if I... Whoops! I'm a step closer. And another. Are you going to do something about it or just stare at me from your little nest up there? Your antics don't amuse me in the slightest, Scarlet Fury. Dance away if you must, you won't make it through the wind wall as I live and breathe. For a second there I was worried that we would have to let you live, but you put that to rest. Verse, stop playing with your food. What are the Bane doing here? Following some scent of magic, says Lantry. At least, that would be the safest assumption. I have an hypothesis that when gathered in large enough numbers, they'll communicate through song, albeit one so shrill we can't hear it, and I think I'm boring even me, so I'll shut up now. Don't you know anything? The Bane are drawn to Kairos' magic like flies around a corpse. This whole region is polluted with the Overlord's reek. Nowhere more so than the windfall before us. Mind yourself around their claws, Fatebinder. It's said that once the Bane have you in their clutches, they never let go. How can I get inside? Throwing yourself into the wind wall comes to mind. Take a few steps inside and see how long it takes for the wind to strip you down to a skeleton. I'd love to stay and chat, but it's high time that I reported of your presence to my superior officer. Be seeing you, Fatebinder, though you might not see me. He ducks behind the parapet and vanishes into the obscurity of the storm. Damn that vain southern wretch! Patevek spits. The Unbroken know the territory better than us, and take every opportunity to flaunt it. What was that scout even doing here? Look, there's a corpse on the wall. Might better closer look. I can't tell from here, but I think it's wearing his favorite colors. Okay, so what I think is gonna happen is... more likely than not, we're gonna go under, like through a tunnel. Is what I would imagine. And I would also expect the place to be trapped. Because if I were him, I wouldn't stand here just speaking to people. Or potential enemies, I should say. Torn leather spalder and Amelia's battle standard. This appears to be a scrap of the battle standard carried by Amelia, daughter of the Archon of War. That's bad. The body has been hid a long time, and the storm has long since eroded skin from bones. Tucked away in one of the gauntlets, you find a scrap of the distinctive battle standard. That's General's family crest. Amelia and the unit must have come through here. It seems a lifetime ago that we marched on Sentinel's stand. At least this proves we were on the right track. So close too. The girl might still be alive out there. He looks at the windfall with regret. That's Boric. Tell me about Amelia. She was always headstrong, took after our father in that regard. She also demanded the Legion treat her like any ordinary soldier whenever possible, though in truth she was far from ordinary. She's not an Archon like Ash, but she's vicious with a sword and good with her troops. I sparred with her outside the bastard city and almost lost an ear from my troubles. What makes you think she's alive? Ash's protection would keep her standing long after anyone else would have fallen. I don't like to think that what she's endured in her imprisonment, but we can help put it behind her. The disfavored are a hardy folk. A hammer to the skull, a sword to the gut, an arrow to the spine. We don't go down easily. We can march for days without cracking a yawn. Of little else I can guarantee, but I know this much. The daughter of Graven Ash can outlast any prison. Okay, next steps. Oh, Duskwatch Fort is now unlocked. Interesting. Ash bade us to bring order to the region, but we need to learn as much about his daughter as possible. I heard tell of an unbroken fort called Duskwatch. One of our soldiers has been imprisoned there since around the time Amelia's unit went missing. I'll wager anything that if we shatter the unbroken defensive, we'll learn more about her whereabouts. Barak is correct. They took Callias captive. Supposedly one of the stone shields who traveled with Amelia. You ought to make contact with Osmios, the commander in charge of taking Duskwatch. I'm sure he would appreciate the aid of a Fatebinder. You go on ahead. I need to double back and relay this to Ash. That should raise the old man's spirits, eh? Okay, so I guess I was wrong. There's no tunnel here.
Down.
At least not right now. Scroll and bronze. Okay. So before I kill myself in this, I'll quick save. The wind whips violently past, throwing bits of rock and metal past you along with the dust. I cannot even cross. Yeah, okay. So I can't even go there. It feels like I'm missing something.
I cannot. Won't happen.
I cannot drop down, no. Okay, well I guess we're going then. I expected more out of this area, but I guess it was not meant to be. Close by. One of several forts hastily constructed by the Unbroken in response to Kairos' conquest of the Tears. Due to its position near Star Wars coasts, it escaped destruction from Kairos' magical storms. It is now one of the few remaining rebel outposts in Stalwart. Okay. Note to self, by the way, if I expect to go against Bane, I want to swap my spells. I definitely want my Icicle Storm. And I don't know if I'm gonna be facing... those guys here. But I feel like I want to swap this. By the way, why isn't this buffed? Ah, because I don't have enough, okay. So let's swap this. I want. What does this do again? Ah, the Path of Frost. I cannot be full of long cooldown spells, otherwise I'm gonna be very sad. Yeah, 38 seconds is much better. I think I can put everything on it. Not really. Okay, I can put the most important things on it. I like the stun, but let's go for this. Okay, quick save. Cannot go there. These are allies.
Of course.
Crescent Runner. As you can see, Duskwatch is closed off to the likes of us, else I would be taking shelter from the storm. This favored scout struggles to recall your features, then his eyes open in dawning comprehension. Ah, the Fatebinder of Tunon. Commander Osmios told me that I should look out for company, but I didn't expect anyone from this high up the food chain. He beckons for you to follow. Due east of here, our unit gathers in strength to take Duskwatch. Follow me. He glances up at Barik in sudden bewilderment. You're the biggest stone shield I've ever seen. How do you run around in armor like that? With great effort, but I must keep moving to stave off the rust. My calves have bulged to the size of piglets. The sentry shakes his head to dispel the thought and focuses back on you. Tell me about Osmios. He's been a part of the Stalwart campaign since it began, so he knows this country like the inside of his helmet, which is damn impressive when you consider how the edict shook everything up. I'd follow him anywhere, including the Eye of a Storm, it seems. And what's your mission here? We do what Kairos' Iron Legion does best. We claim the fort, and anyone who doesn't cooperate gets put to the sword. Our commander likes to keep the orders simple. Osmios mentioned something about a northern prisoner behind the walls of Duskwatch, but I couldn't tell you anything else. I was assigned to scouting duty, not rescue duty. What's the story with Duskwatch? Throughout the war, the Unbroken kept this fort locked up against Kairos' forces. It might not be much to look at, but the folks behind those walls are a spirited bunch. Not even the storm has broken their nerve. I know that what the commander would say, that a southerner is too ignorant to wipe the grit from his eyes, but the Unbroken have been using the storm against us, and, well, you have to respect that. Let's go. Okay.
Slow and steady.
Before we follow him, let's explore the place a little bit. I really wish I could just move faster in this in stealth form. We cannot go there. This seems to be the fort. It's open on certain places.
I cannot.
I am very tempted to turn off stealth, but I hate the idea of missing out on items because I did that. Even in the oppressive rust storms, the Unbroken soldiers have remarkably good aim with the bow.
Won't happen.
Okay. So I will expect archers, which I hate.
Negative, Fatebinder.
Negative, Fatebinder. Okay, seems like this must have been in vain.
On the lookout.
Just ran through there because there's nothing there. Or is this a disfavored... No, no, it's not, it's not.
Negative, Fatebinder.
Because it said right there they were good with bows. Nobleman's Bracers, light armor. They're just worse than what I have.
Negative, Fatebinder.
Okay, and here they are. Okay. Anything else over here?
Time to lighten my step.
No. Quick save. Osmios. The disfavored commander wears his armor over broad shoulders and stands as if he knows it all too well. Graven Ash protects. Osmios, 32nd Legion. A pleasure to have you join us. Even this close to Iron Hearth, we need all the help we can get. He frowns at Barik. Still trapped, I see. How are you faring under there, soldier? It is challenging enough to fit food through this stubborn iron bucket. I have gained several hundred pounds of iron and muscle over the last year, and I smell like a mass grave left open to the sun. But I am, for the moment, upright. He nods at Osmius. As you might be able to tell, this fort is a tough nut to crack. The Unbroken aren't too keen on surrendering, and our preliminary attacks have yet to break through. One of our soldiers is chained inside, Callias, and we'll go any length to get him out. He glances at the fort with longing. What's your business at Duskwatch? I expect you've come to aid in the war effort, but when it comes to Tunon's agents, it pays not to make assumptions. Guild Apprentice. Kairos' magic tears the blade grave. I come to put an end to it. I am here to help disfavored and put an end to the Unbroken. I am the arbiter of Kairos' will, and I deem the Edict of Storms has served its intended purpose and should be resolved. Ash wants me to end the Edict of Storms and retrieve his daughter. Okay, I'll go for the Guild Apprentice. I couldn't speak for arcane matters, but I have seen enough of this storm to know that we're going to have a hard time reclaiming these lands with grit in our eyes and unbroken scouts navigating the obscurity. He squints off into the distance and frowns. Day and night my forces have battered themselves against those walls, but even the tireless disfavored have their limits. I'm afraid we're out of commission until Ash's Aegis takes the edge off and knits our wounds closed. You look lively enough. What say you help us get Callias out and soften up the Unbroken for execution? Okay, so that's the excuse for them not helping us. I need answers, not bodies. Killing the Unbroken might not help me. It's not often that I see restraint, but there you have it. In this case, I think you can spill some blood without losing sleep. Before you can get too excited, your job is to infiltrate the base under cover of night and extract the prisoner. Don't let anyone spot you. I don't like these quests in this type of game. If you alert them while inside, you'll be on your own. Callias is a good soldier and he's been in Unbroken hands longer than anyone should have to endure. You might think him just another stone shield, but Ash holds the lives of his troops in high regard, so you should consider the recovery effort as important as taking Duskwatch itself. There are a few structural weaknesses along the perimeter which should help you sneak in. After releasing Callias, open the front gate from the inside. He flashes you a toothy grin. We'll flood the keep and make short work of Agathon's soldiers. Alright, to begin. What do you know of the Unbroken? A gang of tearsmen with illusions of honor. I am sure they wish their ranks were as renowned as an elite as the disfavored. Unfortunately for them, the best they'll ever do is die by our hand or surrender and face hard labor. They rally around someone named Matthias, a low-born stalwart captain of some moderate success. He smiles bemusedly. Strangely enough, there's no love lost between the Unbroken and the old establishment, a hereditary bloodline known as the Regents. With that much division in their ranks, I don't know how they hope to succeed. How has Duskwatch stood this long in defiance of your troops? He glances to his left and right with a frown. I hate to question the great general or his command, but we're overworked and undermanned. There won't be any additional supplies coming our way until the fort is in our hands, and the Unbroken set up their defenses with a long siege in mind. During the conquest, we pushed through the stalwart defenders like they were old hedgerows, but these Unbroken are a breed apart from their countrymen. In losing the war, all of a sudden they have something to rally behind. I don't want to say that we've underestimated them, but he shrugs and trails off. I found evidence that Ash's daughter passed by Sentinel's stand. Could Callias know more about her disappearance? Amelia? Osmios draws himself up. By the North, I never even considered that anyone in our unit survived capture. If his sanity is still intact after all this time, then it's entirely possible that Callias could tell us something. It's been some time since I allowed myself such optimism. If Callias traveled with Ash's daughter, then we have a chance at taking her back from the southern wretches. How was Amelia lost during the war? I wish I could tell you. If what you're suggesting is true, and I have no reason to believe it isn't, then Callias should be able to tell us more about what happened to her and where she ended up. We dispatched cohorts of soldiers to recover her unit, but we had to pull back our efforts when the Edict of Storms hit. Navigating the region became less organized and more of a matter of chance. I am sure that Ash has worried himself sick, wondering about his daughter's safety. I have worried as well, and the question plagued me even as we marched to recover her unit. It plagues me still. Kairos proclaimed an edict even though Ash's daughter was missing? With all due respect, Ash's daughter means less than a dental goblet to the Overlord. Holy crap. Carlos is above such matters and wouldn't pause to take the girl's safety into consideration, much less yours or mine. Besides, the great general knew the risks of sending his daughter into battle. He wouldn't let his feelings compromise the war effort. Okay, I guess I'm ready. Duskwatch is all but ours. Eager, are we? Good. Osmius pats your shoulder. Make your move as soon as night falls. Remember to set our sight and go for Callias. We'll wait for you to open the gates from inside, but we can't help you until that happens. Good hunting. So, I'm going to assume that this will count as rest. Which means I'm going to lose my buffs, aren't I? Yep. Lost my buffs. God damn it. And now we seem to have soldiers here. Sneak inside and free Callias. Yeah, so, like I was saying... Oh, I have to make use of this, by the way. Wait. Because I can put some more stuff here. That's very good. Okay, so I was thinking about something and I forgot. What was it? God damn it, I forgot. Ah, I wanted to check the subterfuge skill. 43, 71, 54, 54. Yeah, as expected, Verse will be the one going. Now, as I was mentioning,
You didn't see nothing.
I do not appreciate this type of gameplay for CRPG games. I don't think stealth has a place in this type of game. I am going to explore a little bit how these mechanics work. I want to see if getting spotted from the outside counts as failing the mission. That's why I made a quick save over there.
Not happening.
They don't seem to care that I'm running around. Okay.
No dice.
I do need to find an entrance, however. Oh, probably over there. Yeah.
Not happening.
So that's one place to crawl under. This is something to jump over, it seems. And something to pry open, maybe. Okay, so we have a lot of guards over here. We have at least one guard over there. I saw nobody around here. So maybe go through here? Weaken palisade wall, knock down wall. Doesn't that make a lot of noise? They don't seem to care. Now, this did give me experience. So I'll try the same thing on the other side as well. I can climb over. Why am I there? That's not what I wanted at all.
I'm not here to make...
Okay, okay. Okay. So one thing to note, I could have done the fight. I don't know if I would win or not, but I could have done the fight. And the reason why I'm not doing the fight is because when I have this type of quest, I do tend to like doing it the proper way, let's say.
I'll be your shadow.
So if I can stealth, I'm gonna try and stealth. And I will try to quick load until I'm able to get it. So this, for the future, is a bad idea. Or it's an aggressive idea, I guess. And over here, I would imagine same thing. Especially because this is bringing my entire party inside, not just Verse.
Moving
Another
cautiously.
battle.
And this always leads into combat. I kind of spoiled myself for where he is. So, I'm starting to wonder if I always have to fight inside. Because everywhere I've gone,
I'll be your shadow.
it just puts me in a fight. Which feels weird. What does the quest say? Sneak inside, find a way to enter detected and free him. Okay.
You didn't see nothing.
This seems to be the best option. Because I can go in only with Verse. Light armor. No. Captain Agathon. Okay, so she has a lot of subterfuge, so I
Nice.
feel somewhat safe just walking around here. Beer. Oh my god, man. Am I supposed to pass through there? Nah, that can't be right. We also have a lot of named people, which makes me think there might be a way to do this peacefully. Maybe if we side with the Scarlet Chorus. I can't even
No
go
dice.
there. Now, I'm mostly exploring. I don't expect to do this in this episode. I don't think it's possible. But it also doesn't seem possible to... to get all the way over there without getting spotted, right? It's not possible. No!
No dice.
It just doesn't seem doable. Because I'm gonna have this guy looking at me, I'm gonna have that guy looking at me, this one is patrolling, that one is patrolling. I cannot go through there either. I mean, I know this will fail. Or I'm 99% sure this will fail. I'll still try it out, just check. Yeah, like... She has her back turned towards me, I'm still getting spotted.
Not happening.
Yeah, it's not happening.
No dice.
Yeah, it's not
Look
happening
at
at
that.
all.
Future core.
Then, at most, I would imagine... I don't know. Something from the other side, maybe? Okay. Let me actually do a quick save after I break the wall, because I want the experience. Okay, so break that. Quick save. I do think I checked
Yeah,
this
no.
western side, but
Not happening.
I found nothing. Or do I have to go around in stealth to check for hidden stuff? Maybe. But I would say if there's no way in from this side, like a secret area or something,
No
then
dice. Not happening. No
I
dice.
don't see how it's possible to
Yeah.
infiltrate the place without getting caught. At most, maybe I could be able to infiltrate and open the front gate for this favor to come in, but
Not happening.
again, it doesn't
No
seem
dice.
likely. Yeah, no. It's not happening. Okay, well, I will have to think about this a little bit more. Maybe give it some more attempts at going in through here. But yeah, I can't even go south without passing through these guys, and I can't go north without passing through these guys, so it's not really... It's not really happening. This would, however, be an amazing choke point for a fight. If I lure them over here and kill them off. Like, have Barik stand there and hold the ground with Verse. It would be a massacre. Okay, well. To be continued, I suppose. For now, my friends, I'm gonna end this episode. As always, I want to thank you all for being here with me in the channel watching some Tyranny. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Questions, suggestions, anything at all, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, everyone.